If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. And you can make money from your podcast without any minimum amount of listeners. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download your free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kat, and I'm hosting the call tonight for the Real Girlfriends across America. We are a company that has a foundation and mission to build lifelong friendships with women across the globe. We will be bringing you hot topics each night, and we are always looking for new hot topics. So follow us on Facebook at Real Girlfriends Across America, and our website is realgirlfriends.org. Now, tonight, I have on the call with me Corinne, Tawanda, and a host of my other girlfriends. Today, we are going to be discussing a glow-up after a heartbreak. So, how's everyone doing? How are you ladies doing tonight?
Good.
I'm doing
good.
Nice. Cool. So, what does the term glow up mean to you? And Tawanda, what does glow up mean to you?
You said glow, like GLOW?
Yep, like glow up, yes.
Well, when I heard what the topic was, it made me think about how Stella got her groove back. So, glow up, like get your glow back, get your groove back. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
So, like how Stella got her groove back, is that what you're saying?
Like, here you talking about get your glow up after breakup. Sometimes people will think someone's really down and out, but like, heck no, I'm going to turn up, get my glow.
Nice.
I'm not really
nice.
Sure. That's all I'm thinking of.
Cool. And how about you, Corinne? So what does the term glow up mean to you?
I think that it means like looking your best after, just looking your best and doing your best and feeling your best.
Okay, gotcha. So, so today's topic is about glow up, and I'm not just talking about, so let me tell you what the definition is on the dictionary. So glow up is the complete transformation of a person's appearance for the better. So generally, most people after their breakups, you can either be the person that just gains weight, doesn't better themselves. You could be the female or male that just sits on the couch crying and dwelling over the past, or you can just transform and become the best version of yourself, whether you decide to make money, grab the bag, or you can become sexier or anything. So I think it's definitely important to glow up after a breakup, which I always do. When it comes to me, I always make sure it's either a workout or I know, like I try and steal the bag, well, not steal the bag, but grab the bag of money. And so in most cases for me, I just like to improve myself. So just like my topic said, glow up after breakup, I'm talking about being a bad bitch and becoming your best self. Clearly, you do not want to let yourself suffer for the long run. However, you want to give your time to cope, or else you'll be coping for months and even years, which may be preventing yourself from growing and meeting a fine person, whether it's another woman or male. So breakups are totally normal, and we should only make the experience the best out of it. A few if we were lucky, and for the rest of us, we may deal with several breakups, whether it's a few or several. So, Tawanda, I want to ask you, what what was your first relationship breakup like?
Oh my gosh. I would have to say that I was in the 9th grade, and I broke up with my boyfriend, or he probably broke up with me, and
Oh.
I don't know, it was good because I was ready to get rid of him. So it was really, we ended up becoming very good friends because we just wasn't a good fit. He was slow. So it was just really me moving on.
No battery. I see. So how long ago was this?
This is when I was in the 9th grade, so it was a very long time ago. And
Oh,
he was my
wow.
first boyfriend. So the relationship lasted about 3 or 4 weeks.
3 or 4 what? Say that again?
The relationship lasted about 3 or 4
wow.
weeks, so we were friends over 20 years.
Oh wow! So it came out perfectly. Yeah. Oh wow! And we do have a new caller on the line. Say hello.
Hello.
Hi. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Tina, and I'm calling from Vacaville, California.
Oh, hi Tina. Nice. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I am good. Long time. I haven't spoken to you since high school reunion. But
Yeah.
anyways, we're talking. Nice. So we're talking about breakups or glow up after a breakup, and so I'll ask you the question: what was your first relationship heartbreak like?
Well, definitely did not end on the best terms.
Oh wow.
It was definitely not one I expected to happen for sure.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know. Breakups are hard, and usually the first breakup is the worst. And so, so let me go to Corinne, and thanks for sharing. What was your first relationship heartbreak like? Corinne?
I'm sorry, I was trying to take myself off for a hold. One that I want to share, I guess. One that I would want to share would be like, I guess I could just tell you how I felt instead of sharing the story. But I guess after.
So, yeah. Okay.
Sorry?
Oh, no, go on.
Yeah, no, afterwards I felt, sad, obviously. You feel like you have to, like, rebuild and feel without that person.
Exactly. So, well, thanks for sharing. And so breakups are hard to get through, especially when you put all your time and energy and emotion into trying to make it work. I've experienced both heartbreak and bad relationships, and let me tell you, it didn't take me a week or two to get over either or breakups can emotionally and mentally drain you, and also make it difficult to meet new people, especially when you aren't healed. So we obviously don't want to feel broken forever. And so, ladies, anyone can answer this one. What do you usually do after a breakup? And for me, I'll answer this. Like I said, I make sure I get hotter. And the funny thing is whenever I try and make myself a better person after a breakup, I make sure that I become my best self, enough for my ex to be like, oh, my gosh, what happened? She looks different. And so those kind of things were a catalyst to become a better person because I wanted to, like, piss my ex off. But that was back then. But now I do it because I want to make myself feel better. And also I want to attract the right person down the road. So who wants to share? What do you usually do after a breakup?
Well, I can share. I delete everything that reminded me of them out of my room, out of my phone, and I just try to kind of keep the focus on me and make myself busy, like around my family, make myself busy with friends, so that way I'm not stuck at home thinking about it, because usually breakups for me take a while to get over. Like, I'm going to say my first boyfriend took me, like, my first real love at least took me about a good year to get over before I was ready to be like, okay, you know, whatever. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. No, I'll tell you this, my first breakup, because I was 18 years old, it took me years. No, it took me maybe a year and a half to get over. And breakups are actually harder when you're younger because you take it to heart so much, especially if it's just a 6-month relationship. But yeah, how about you, Corinne? What are your coping methods after a breakup? I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm going far ahead of myself. Where I'm at. What do you usually do after a breakup? Hello, Corinne. Are you there?
Yes, I'm sorry. I didn't hear you.
What do you usually do after a breakup?
I guess I try to focus on myself and try to rebuild, and I just more or less begin to live my life how I was living before, single Corinne.
Mm-hmm.
And just basically try to lick my wounds and carry on.
Oh, nice. Nice, that's good. And how about you, Tawanda? What do you usually do after a breakup?
We have to ditto what Corinne just said, have to lick your wounds and go on. Sometimes I may take a few days in time to really kind of reflect on, what happened. Was it my fault? Was it their fault? Et cetera, et cetera. And then I may vent and talk about it to some girlfriends and mope and eat ice cream. It kind of really depends on the relationship and how I actually felt about them. If it was serious or if it wasn't nothing, then, that wouldn't be a problem. And sometimes I can bounce back within a couple of days or a week. And sometimes it may take a lot longer, just depending on the type of relationship it was.
Nice. Well, thanks for sharing, Tawanda. And how about our callers? 720, I haven't heard from you. How are you doing?
It's because I'm a spy. No, I'm just kidding. I'm good.
Are you one of my ex-boyfriends trying to stalk me on my podcast now? I'm just kidding.
I grew up so much that I became a woman.
Uh-huh.
No, I'm just kidding. So I don't know. It's been a while since I've been in a breakup. I feel like I've only had really 2 breakups in my life, and the first one he stalked the heck out of me. So it my life was focused on trying to get away, and then my second one, she ghosted me. So I was for a while I just did nothing because I was really confused. Are we in a relationship or am I single? And then once I was able to move on from both.
That's good. Well, you know what? In your past relationships, there's always going to be a time where somebody doesn't know how to be transparent or be honest. And so the only thing is you can learn from that is honesty is the best policy. And, yeah, well, I'm glad you only had to deal with a couple breakups. I wish I was in your position.
Mhm.
Yeah, so anyone else want to share their experience? Or else I'm going to move on.
I just want to comment on the ghosting part. That's probably one, and I'm sorry you had to go through that, because that's probably one of the worst feelings in the world to have done to you, is that they just can't be, they can't be big enough to be like, hey, it's just not working out for me. No, they got to go and ghost you. That shows how scared that they really are, and I'm sorry, that shit just really,
oh my gosh. Girl, so you actually listened to my last night's podcast. Thank you for that. And thank you for being on this podcast tonight. I'm happy to have you. But yeah, no, ghosting nowadays. Like before, I used to be a victim of ghosting, and then I became the ghoster. And so I saw it in both